Hey y'all, I'm Brer Sam, coming to you live from Le Chateau Montebello in Papineauville. And this is one of my movie reviews. Now, this is the last day of the 12 Days of Judy because this is the day she died. So today I watched Words and Music. And it's another movie that she's hardly in. She only gets one scene. The real star of this film is Mickey Rooney. And it's based on the lives of composer Richard Rodgers and lyricist Lorenz Hart. Mickey Rooney plays Lorenz Hart, and I believe Tom Drake played Richard Rodgers. And it's sort of your basic biopic. It follows their lives, and they start off as struggling songwriters, and then they move up to showmen, and eventually writing songs for all sorts of plays and stuff. And you get to see the plays in action, of course, and watching people sing and dance. And as a matter of fact, one of those dance sequences involves Alan Ann McLeary. That was cool. But Judy doesn't come in until like way later. It's like the movie's like 2 hours long. And she shows up in the last half hour. And she does get a good song sequence with Mickey Rooney, so of course you gotta love that. And she's playing her own character. She's Judy Garland here. So yeah, it's another one of those movies, kind of like the Andy Hardy movies, where Mickey Rooney is the real main character and Judy just plays like an in-between character. It's just one of those movies where she's included in the main cast, but she's really not in it much. It's kind of like Ray Bolger in the Harvey Girls. Like, he's in the big cast, but he's just the comic relief. Even I feel like in those days they put big names in the main cast just to attract audiences because obviously they're into the big names. And I wonder how people reacted back then when they saw that the big names were only minor appearances. Yeah, but you also got Perry Como singing some Rodgers and Hart tunes at the end of the film. So the dance sequences were what made this film. It's just great. And what can I say about Judy? It's Judy. And it's Mickey Rooney, and this was a good performance of his, especially in the end where he's dying, and it ends with Lorenz Hart's death. And Mickey plays it really well. Like, I mean, it might have been an effect or like just dabbing water, but it looked like he was actually sweating and suffering. Oh God, when he's fumbling into the theater and then back to the hospital for his death. Oh my goodness, that was dramatic. It was great. So this was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I like these biopics about showmen and things like that. I did a review for two biopics on Bulger Weekend, and you saw how highly I spoke of them. So this gets the same review. It's great. So that about wraps up the 12 Days of Judy. Rest in peace, Judy. You are loved. You were one of the greats. Yeah. So why don't we talk about her death while we're on the subject? Because everyone says, the internet says that it was an accidental overdose, but given how poorly she was treated, I actually believe it was suicide. So does anyone else think it was suicide? Because that doesn't sound very accidental to me. I mean, I've never heard of an accidental overdose. I mean, maybe I'm dumb, but I've never heard of it. But still, no matter how young she was when she died, we adored Judy, and she deserved this tribute. We love you, Judy, so much, and I am glad that I was able to do all of these reviews just for you, my love. We love you, Judy. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy these reviews. are always enjoyable to do. And I also want to send a special shout out to Peter Asher, because this is also his birthday. He is 81 years old today. Peter, it was lovely to meet you about 2 years ago, and I hope I can meet you again sometime. Happy birthday. Now, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, y'all, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!